What's up, guys? Do you want to know why mechanics charge so much? If so, stay tuned and you'll find out real quick. What's up, guys? So I hope you enjoyed that new intro. I'm going to be doing this talk every random part of the week. There's no real schedule yet. I haven't really decided, but I will be doing this randomly throughout the week. To get entered into this, you will have to leave a comment below, or if you know me, ask me a question, and I'll have an entire video made out of it, and I'll be answering your questions. So anyway, let's get back onto the topic. The topic is, why do mechanics charge so much? Now, my first real reason here is things change. Not everything is the same. Not everything is the same, let me say it that way. Not everything is the same, and everything is super complicated because Ford, Chevy, I'm not thinking any other one, Toyota, all of them, they have to make these vehicles, trucks, cars, anything, vans. They have to make them all super subcompact and tight and so hard to work on. So it takes time. That's one of the reasons we charge so much. It takes so much time to tear apart something, replace it, and then put it all back together because it's just so tight and so compact you just cannot fix it without cursing a lot. So the next thing is things change. This vehicle right now that I'm sitting in is a 97 Chevrolet Blazer. It has a OBD2 diagnostic system, which means OBD stands for Onboard Diagnostics 2, which is OBD2. And all vehicles from 96 and newer have cannot say that fast. OBD2 on them. Now, some of the newer vehicles, the Fords and the Chevys and all that, Toyotas, they're all switching to this newer OBD system. I think it's an OBD system, I don't know. And that costs money to buy the new computer to read that. So that's where the other expense comes in. When computers change, the computers that we use to fix the broken computers change as well. So we have to go out and buy those expensive tools, because the only way to fix a computer is with another computer. So that's another reason we have to charge so much, is because we always have to update our tools because everything's always changing so much. So that's another reason. The next reason is when we buy parts for you guys, we don't buy the cheapest, well, rather crooked / rickety things that we can find, because we don't want them to break again. We don't want to be back in that situation, especially if it's something complicated or hard to get to. We don't want to come back in and tear it all apart again. Trust me, we don't. We may get a lot of money for it, but it's frustration that we don't need. So when we buy parts, even if you tell us, go buy me this part because it's cheap, we aren't going to do it. I'm going to tell you straight up. We're probably going to buy the more expensive, higher quality, probably OEM, which is original engine manufacturer or original equipment manufacturer part, because that's what's recommended, that's what's specified, and that's what's going to last the longest, which is going to guarantee us less of a chance of us seeing you again. Now, it's not that we don't want to see you, it's we don't want to see a broken car. So that's the whole reason that we buy the cheap, or not the cheap, the expensive, more expensive. We don't try to buy the, laced with gold parts, but that's why we buy the more expensive parts. Most of the time, if a mechanic, I'm going to tell you right now, if you go to a mechanic and say, can you buy me the cheapest parts because that's what I can afford, most of the time they'll turn you down because they won't do it, because that's a huge liability issue, and they don't want to see somebody get hurt because of a decision that they could have changed. So that's why we won't do that. Now, another thing, I'm going to add this on because this is not its own video. If you're ever with a mechanic, the first thing that you should never, ever say to us is, I'm not in a hurry, you can take your time. Because most of the time, there's other people waiting in line who are in a hurry. So their car is going to be pushed to the front because you said you're not in a hurry. So your car is going to keep getting pushed back and back and back and back until eventually we forget about it, or you get angry at us because you said, you brought it in, it never got fixed. Well, we thought that you didn't need it right now, so that's why we pushed it back. So if you bring your vehicle into a mechanic, don't talk to him like a friend. Don't talk to, because, talk to him like a friend. Don't be going in and being an ass. Sorry for my French, but go in, talk to him, tell him what you want, and they'll do it. Don't say, well, I'm not in a rush, so I don't need my vehicle, take your time, because most of the time, it'll just get pushed. And when you do come back in frustration, it'll be rushed, which is exactly opposite of what you wanted. So, that's one thing not to say. So, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. This was a question that was asked by one of my, internal friends here, so I'm answering it, and I do plan on doing more of these. I do not have a schedule yet, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.